This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 60 to the I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock. Valeria. Shorty got that Valeria. Get it with no time. Set up. You won't tell my time. Stand on me. Don't know my sign. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
Approximately 8 miles separate these two cities of Jeffersonville and New Albany. Let's get ready for some boys basketball here tonight. It's the 12-5 Jeffersonville Red Devils taking on the 14-2 New Albany Bulldogs. Hi everybody, my name's Tyler Bright alongside Aiden Kurtinger and Isaac Ryland. Now, really great matchup here today between these two schools. Aiden, something's got to give here tonight.
Right, you are. I mean, this is probably one of the most anticipated rivalries, most well-known rivalries just north of Kentucky. I mean, it's probably something that, like, the entire student body's been waiting for this entire season as the basketball season comes to a close. This is probably the most anticipated match of the entire season.
Certainly is. A sellout crowd of 5,000 here today. Gotta love it. You see the sparkles in the crowd. Certainly a sight to see, isn't it, Isaac?
Oh yeah. No matter what happens today, everybody already knows that it's gonna end with mad fans, angry hometown heroes, and a good game.
Yeah, certainly hometown heroes indeed. Be on the lookout for Michael Cooper, the leading scorer of this Red Devil squad, as well as PJ Douglas at 14.5 points per game himself. And also, we can't forget about Trey Singleton, the D1 commit here. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Both teams are on long win streaks so far here this season. Jeffersonville's on a 6-game win streak, as the Bulldogs are on a 7-game win streak of their own. So they're announcing the starting lineups. Terrence Nord in the starting lineup for the Red Devils. Elijah Cheeks in the lineup as well, averaging 2.4 or 1.8 rebounds per game. Michael Cooper, of course, the leading scorer. PJ Douglas. And to close it out, it's going to be Trey Singleton in the lineup as well. So, Aiden, what do the Red Devils need to do here to get the win tonight?
Well, we've seen before the New Albany defense and offense are a force to be reckoned with. These guys are not like anything we've seen this season. The Devils are not going to be able to rely on just that wall defense. The offense for New Albany is swift, they're fast, and they know what they're going to do as they're running up to that hoop. The Red Devils are going to have to be not 2, 3, but 5 steps ahead of them, literally and figuratively today.
Student section's ready to get going here. Tip-off just underway. Trey Singleton looking to tip it off against Chris Lampkins for New Albany. A battle for Southern Indiana, and we're underway. New Albany wins the tip-off. Corralling it is Jordan Treat. Jordan Treat going to be guarded by Elijah Cheeks. Gets a pick over there behind the arc. This is over in the right corner. Inside in the right block. Posting up is Ryan Shrink. Kicks it outside. A shot here. Banks the shot. Getting the first shot of the ball game is TJ Washington. Cheeks taking it up quick for the Red Devils. Settles it around half court. Floats it over to Michael Cooper over at the right wing. Over to PJ Douglas behind the arc. Back to Cheeks. Takes a pass over to Cooper. Now it's Terrence Nord with the ball at the right wing. Michael Cooper driving to the hoop. Kicks it outside to Nord. Shoots for 3. Just off the mark. Rebounded by the Bulldogs, but loses possession there. Toggled up on the ground. And a whistle is blown there. It's going to be a travel call on the Bulldogs.
Love to see just a little bit of an explosive start here with a little bit of a scuffle right off rip.
So Jeff will inbound the pass, gets it off to Singleton. Elijah Cheeks behind the three-point line. Now over to Michael Cooper, distance side. Singleton posting up. Picks up his dribble, kicks it out to P.J. Douglas, over to Nord, over in the right corner to Elijah Cheeks. Cheeks, distant inside, Singleton to the hoop, tries to dunk, but unable to finish the dunk there. So New Albany will take it up court. Treat kicks it up to the left to Chris Lampkins, back over to Treat. Floats it over into the crowd of the Jeffersonville student section, and now it's Red Devil ball.
A lot of souvenirs out here in the crowd tonight, but I don't think that's one you're going to be able to take home.
Certainly can't take that home indeed, although I'm sure the student section would love to take it home, but that ball needs to stay on the court for now. So, Cheeks driving to the hoop on the right side, wants a foul, doesn't get it, but it bounces off a Bulldog and Chris Lampkin, so it will stay with Jeff. 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. Only 2 points on the board in favor of the New Albany Bulldogs. Cooper, he's over at the right corner, picks up his dribble, kicks it over to P.J. Douglas, back over to Cooper at the right wing. Lampkin's guarding Nord, pivots, back out to Cooper. Cooper driving to the hoop, lays it up, and makes the shot. We're tied at 2-all.
Got a lot of good-looking movement between each of these players, especially on Jeff's side. But right now, the Bulldogs showing that they are not a force to be reckoned with.
Treat pointing around, trying to get one of his teammates to set a pick. Doesn't get it, so he'll have to pass it over to TJ Washington. Now we're over to Ryan Shrink on the left side of the court. At around half court. Over to Shrink. A shot just off the mark there. Cooper gets the rebound, and the Red Devils moving up quick. Terrence Nord trips over himself. A shot for three. Hits off the left rim, but still rebounded by Jeff. Another shot for Cooper. Unable to make it. Another rebounded shot, and Singleton makes the shot. Jeff takes their first lead of the ball game. 5:20 to go in the first.
You know, it shows on Singleton's record that he's one of the best when it comes to these rebounds.
Treat has the ball now, guarded by Cooper. Flicks it over to half court to Washington. In the left corner now. Nice ball movement by this New Albany offense, trying to set up their chance here. Kicked it over, left corner shot for three. Hits off the top left corner, and Douglas gets the rebound, almost trips over himself. He picks up his dribble, put himself in a tight situation, but able to get it out to Singleton at the left block, back out to P.J. Douglas. In the right corner to Nord, inside to Singleton. Posting up, has two Bulldogs on him, but takes a shot anyway, and able to take the mid-range jumper.
Some great synergy here in the Red Devils team.
Everything seems to be connecting and flowing so far. A shot for three, just off the mark. But still rebounded by the Bulldogs. And a foul call. It's going to be on Jeff.
It's amazing to see how similar these team strategies are. And right now, it's just a battle of like who can get in on each other.
So Ryland Shrink will take two shots at the line. The 6'3" guard, senior for this Bulldog team. They had some really good momentum in their last game against Columbus East. Makes the first free throw. So perfect at the line so far. Let's see if he can connect on the second free throw. Couple of substitutions for both sides. Sean Boyd, Caleb Jones, and Gilly Polk coming in for Jeff. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. So Polk will take it up on the left side.
Polk's got some great movement. We've seen it here in these past games.
Solid ball handling, moves it out to Cooper, inside to Singleton, in the paint. Doesn't get the first shot, but gets the rebound. Has three Bulldogs on him, no foul called, still gets his rebound, and finally gets it on the third attempt.
Wow. This game's definitely looks like it's gonna come down to a wire, so definitely gotta make sure that you can't let those happening if you're a Bulldog right now.
Right, you are.
Singleton, of course, a dominating player. 14.5 points per game. 6.3 rebounds per game, as well as 2.4 assists. Makes the first free throw. Just under 4 minutes here in the first. Jeff leads 7-4. Singleton knocks in the second free throw. He goes 2 for 2. Both teams perfect at the free throw line here today. Drives into the side, a shot for 3. Banks off the front of the rim, but still rebounded by the Bulldogs. A second chance here, floats it over. In the left corner now. Picks up his dribble, floats it over to the right side. Noah Washington drives towards the hoop and banks it up and in. Timeout called by Wilkerson. Make sure everyone's on the same page. Wilkerson not happy off of that defensive showing there on their side. You see it was a little animated there. But Aiden, what are some takeaways here so far in this first quarter?
I've seen a lot of these games now in the position I'm in, and if there's one trend I've noticed in every one of the Red Devils games, usually the first quarter starts off, it's pretty tight, but then once the Red Devils begin to know their enemy, they know how they play, they warm up and they just get going. So hopefully we'll see the Red Devils begin to catch on to what the New Albany Bulldogs are bringing to the table.
Yeah, it certainly seemed like it was a low scoring in the first few minutes of the game. You know, it was 2-0 for a while in favor of New Albany. And then since then, kind of back and forth, both teams. It's been a pretty competitive and clean game so far. A couple fouls here and there, but they've been warranted so far. So I would say it's exactly what you want for in a rivalry game. Singleton has the ball behind the arc at around the right wing. Now gets it over to Polk. Over to Caleb Jones at the left wing. He centers his positioning on the court. Now it's over to Michael Cooper. Has 2 defenders on him. Over in the left corner now is Caleb Jones. Singleton over to Cooper, telling Polk to come towards him. So Polk sits at around half court. And Caleb Jones tries to dish it inside on the ground. And a bounce pass to Trey Singleton goes out of bounds. So it will be a turnover.
It's very easy to tell right now that like this game has been going extremely fast so far. So just to slow it down for even a few seconds is right now really proving to be helpful for the Devils.
Every second is valuable in a rivalry game. And any chance that you can take advantage of, you need to do that. And that travel call there. So just as I was saying that, now Jeff has a chance to capitalize. Off the travel. They have a 2-point lead, 8-6 over the Bulldogs. 2:46 to go in the first.
And New Albany's biggest strength here is also their Achilles heel, that swift offense. They're just not watching their footing. They rack up those travels. It's not going to be good for them.
Yeah, you have to play smart. You have to be aware of those things. Boyd has it over in the right corner. Gives it over to P.J. Douglas at around the free throw line. Kicks it out to Polk. Over to Cheeks, now over back in the right corner to Boyd. Try to get it inside of Douglas, get poked away, and it comes around our broadcast booth here. Courtside. And it's going to be New Albany ball right here at our booth. And gets it out. Treat bringing it up, guarded by Polk. Kicks it over to the left wing. It's in the hands of Shrink. Shrink kicks it off over to the right corner, back over to Treat. Back to Shrink at the left wing. Back to Treat now. Handling it over at the right wing, gets a pick, a shot for 3. Swishes the 3. So New Albany retakes the lead, 9-8. P.J. Douglas, a 3 of his own. And it doesn't fall this time. Foul called, stops play here. New Albany ball. Treat inbounds it over to TJ Washington. Washington will take it up court as Sean Boyd gives a full court press on him. Hands it off to Noah Washington. TJ Washington pulls up jumper over on the right side and makes it. Gilly Polk on the left wing. Just over to Boyd in the left corner. Now back to Polk. Gets it inside. Singleton, a high pass. Tries to get off the rim. Rebounded by Douglas. Foul call. It's going to stay with Jeff. Michael Cooper will inbound it on the baseline for the Red Devils. Swings it over. Almost a rainbow pass over to Trey Singleton. Now it's Gilly Polk to handle it. Back to Cooper. Now over to Douglas. Over to Boyd over in the right corner. Almost gets stolen away there. And Singleton had an open lane but picked up his dribble. Cooper shoots for three. Makes the three. Michael Cooper ties it up with a minute to go. Ryland Shrink floats it over to Treat. Treat guarded by Boyd at around half court. 45 seconds to go. Washington. TJ Washington drawing on the left side. Cooper tries to save it and does so. And a great save there by Cooper. Fast break here. Singleton over to Cooper. Shoots from three. Makes the three. Back-to-back shot from Michael Cooper. Treat takes it up. Highly defended. Wilkerson telling his defense to make sure they cover each man. 10 seconds to go. Shrink holds onto the ball. Drive. Loose ball. Douglas kicks it up. 2 seconds. Polk with the shot. Makes it to close off the first quarter. So Jeff leads 16-11. Jeff Boys basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home Live on the Red Devils Network.
Maple Manor Christian Home is located in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is a skilled nursing facility that strives to provide a home-like environment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and treats its residents with compassion, affection, respect, and enthusiasm. The services provided include medication, meals, housekeeping, and daily activities. Church services are held on Sundays and Wednesdays. Their website is www.maplemanorchristianhome.org.
Join the JHS Poetry Club, where we encourage you to express yourself among others. Meetings are held in Miss Rose's room after school at 2:30. Find us in room D202 on the third Tuesday and last Thursday of each month. Google Classroom code is ITJ7JDA.
Welcome back to Jeff Boys Basketball, presented by Maple Manor Christian Home live on the Red Devils Network. We just had an amazing first quarter. The Devils came back from almost a double take by New Albany. They regained the lead, and then Jeff came right back with Michael Cooper's amazing double three-pointer, back-to-back. The team has found amazing synergy here in the first half of the game. Let's hope they carry it on in the second quarter as the team gathers round on the court to open up the second quarter.
It's certainly been exciting in the first quarter, kind of back and forth affair, and Michael Cooper banking back-to-back three-point shots, really closing out momentum here in the first.
Oh yeah, Cooper passing it over to Singleton. Singleton gets the shot. Gonna take the Red Devils up to 18. Treat against Nord. Treat carries it, sends it over. Back to Treat. Trying to find a way around the Jeff defense. Sends it over to James Knox. Knox guarded by Cheeks. Treat guarded by Nord. Bounces off the rim. Michael Cooper with the ball, looking for a spot to go. Hands it off to Douglas. Back to Cooper. The ball goes out of bounds. Jeff team still not upset with it.
Looks like Jeff wanted a foul there, but nonetheless, got to move forward.
Cheeks in possession, handing over to Michael Cooper. Douglas to Cheeks. Back to Cooper. He loses control of the ball. It's taken by New Albany, but not before the whistle is blown.
Right now, Jeff does have the lead, but right now New Albany's showing that it is 9th in the state for a reason.
Right, you are. We hand it over to Trey Singleton. He tries to find an opening, and he gets the dunk. That's going to bring Jeff into the realm of 20 points as they lead by 9.
Yeah, Singleton showing off why he's a D1 commit. He has the ability to make a play, an acrobatic slam, and jam.
Trey was on the ground for a moment. Still guarded by Nord. He hands it over. A good ball movement. And it bounces off the rim again. Got to find that focus as Cheeks springs it over into the arc. Passes it to Nord. And a great dunk.
Fumbles the ball. Jeff takes. Oh!
New Albany loses the ball for a moment.
Yeah, Jeff got away with one right there after an errant pass that they really didn't anticipate a Bulldog defender, but able to close up quickly on the fast break and defend strong, and kind of a loose ball ever since then. Just a lot of energy, and when you have that high intensity, sometimes you lose possession, you lose control. Slow the game down, control it how you want to control it if you're Jeff.
Got to find your footwork. Team's kind of regaining some of their thoughts as Treat is in possession, guarded by Cheeks. Passed over to Chris Lemkins, back to Treat. Shot made by Noah Washington. It's back in the hands of Cheeks. Jeff 20, New Albany 14, with 5 minutes 30 on the clock here. Send over to Douglas, or Nolan, sorry. Timeout for Jeffersonville. Coach Wilkerson trying to get his team back in check there. They're getting a little bit too cocky.
It may not necessarily be about them being cocky, it's just more so they need to control the controllables, not force anything too quickly at hand. You know, yeah, you're up by 6 points, but at any moment it can swing in New Albany's favor, and they can take it up really quick, get some shots going there. They've been really good taking some deep range shots as well, so they're seeing their looks and they're capitalizing in that regard. So now it's more so, all right, control what we can control, slow the game down, make sure you follow your assignments, and the rest will play out how it plays out.
And I feel like another big thing that we have to put into account here is Jeff's height advantage. Right now, we have a player that is 6'8", and right now I don't think New Albany has a player that is even 6'4", if I'm not
the
wrong.
Tallest player is 6'4". They have two players at 6'4", but everyone, the average height is around about 6 foot.
Yeah.
Right, you are. Timeout's over. Players getting back into their positions. Like you said, Tyler, Jeff's got to slow it down a little bit, try and control what they can, and just push that lead a little bit further, goal by goal.
And you see Coach Wilkerson swinging around his finger, telling them to find their assignments and run this play how they've been working on it in practice.
Polk in possession, hands it over to Douglas, hands it over to Jones. Hands it over to Polk for a moment. It's in the hands of Cooper. It's taken by New Albany. By Lemkins. The shot's rebounded, bringing New Albany up to 16.
That was a nice tip pass into the basket for Noah Washington, jumping up there and just getting a nice little tap to get it in.
Hands over to Michael Cooper, goes for the three, and he almost gets it, but it bounces off the rim on the inside. Very hard to tell what happened. It looks like one player on the Jeff team was on the ground.
It looks like they called a foul on Rajon Laird.
Going for some free throws here. Forcing 3 shots, and he almost makes it. Singleton, passing it over to Douglas, pass over to Polk. Polk almost gets the shot, tries to rebound it. Back in the hands of New Albany. Shot for New Albany, bringing them up to 18. Only 2 points behind now. Just got to focus up here. Got to extend that lead. Hand it over to Cooper. He's trying to find an opening here to either pass or take a shot. Hand it over to Polk. Hand it over to a nice shot by Trey Singleton. Shot from New Albany brings them up to 20.
We talked about it, keeping that momentum, starting to slip away.
Only a 1 point difference here.
We're starting to see New Albany start to get a little frustrated with the point disadvantage. Not by much, but maybe just enough to get into their heads.
Foul is called on New Albany. Singleton going to be giving us our free throws, trying to extend that lead to 24. He gears up for his first free throw. And it goes in with no effort.
So far, Singleton is perfect at the line. So we'll see if he can make his second one. But overall, great start here at the line.
They've been going strong first and second. Let's just hope they keep that momentum. Don't go too hard or else you might burn yourself out here in the third quarter when that comes around. Oh, it's safe. It's like the buzzer flickered for a moment there.
Yeah, just a little bit of an error at the scorer's table, but nonetheless, Jeff tried to get the rebound. They got it, tried to shoot it up, but nonetheless, it was too little, too late. Great defensive effort by New Albany.
Nobody's trying to capitalize on Jeff's weaknesses here, but as they lose the ball, pick back up, thankfully. Jeff trying to find their way around it. New Albany trying to coordinate some moves here. Turn it over. The shot for New Albany. Brings it into a tie game here. With 3 minutes on the clock. Hand it over to Michael Cooper. Back to Polk. Polk giving his team some instruction here. Some good ball movement here. Trey Singleton. And a great shot by Sean Boyd.
Nothing but net for Boyd. Had an open shot from 3, and shooter's got to shoot. Makes the shot for him.
He had an open shot, and he took it. That's what you like to see here. More great defense by Jeff. Oh, and Michael gets in his way. Whistle's blown, ball bounces off the rim. Two minutes 25 on the clock here. Some fans not happy with the calls by the refs here. It's like a timeout has been called by New Albany.
And one of the great things about student sections is they try to influence the game whatever way that they can. And, you know, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know, it is to be seen. But, you know, having that impact and having that strong student section is always great to have on your side.
Oh, it's a peaceful protest.
Peaceful protest is a great way to put it.
Coach Wilkerson trying to instill some more motivation into his team, telling them to keep the momentum going. Now I wonder what we're thinking if we're the New Albany coach here. I mean, they're only trailing behind by 3.
You got to tell your guys that, hey, we're close into this game. You know, the players know that they're right in this game. Both teams are on win streaks for a reason. Jeff has 6, New Albany has 7. They're both battling for that top spot in the Hoosier Hills Conference, both undefeated, so someone's got to lose, something's got to get.
Not only that, it is a big rival game as well, so both teams have incredibly high stakes. Good movement going around here. Shot taken, and it's missed. Chris missing the shot. Singleton, pass it over to Polk, pass it over to Michael Cooper. He loses the ball. Luckily, it's regained by Polk, trying to give some direction to his team here. Albany had an open shot, and it's a good shot once again by Boyd. Another open shot taken advantage of. Jeff now with 29, New Albany 23. Minute 50 in the game. A good steal by Jeff. Polk rushing around behind the goal. Hands it off to Cooper. Back to Polk. Over to Singleton. Over to Cooper. Trying to find a good angle here to take a shot. Hands it off to Polk. Once again, some direction. Hand it off to Michael. It was a fake out direction trying to get New Albany away. Nevertheless, the shot still bounced off. But a good effort nonetheless. Possession, New Albany. Treat trying to find his way through that defense. Now it's over to Lemkins as he bounces the ball off the shot. Possession, Michael Cooper as he heads for the goal. And he gets the layup. That's going to bring the Red Devils to 31 over 23. Just over a minute left on the clock here in the second quarter. The Red Devils pushing through like a train.
And able to get the foul there to set up an and one opportunity, so we'll see if he can capitalize on this.
Jeff has found New Albany's weak spots, and they are capitalizing.
Right now, Jeff showing a lot of momentum, a lot of energy. Let's see if that doesn't come back to bite them later in this game.
Like we got to keep that momentum going. We don't want to get burnt out. Everyone in their positions. Michael Cooper going for a free throw. And it bounces off the rim and the backboard. Treat in possession of the ball.
Yeah, thought that shot was going to go in for a second, but just bounced off just a little off the way.
Three. It's caught again. Cooper in possession. And he puts it up! Barely rolls into the rim. That's going to be an and one. Jeff 33. Now with a 10-point lead. 44 seconds left on the clock.
What a take by Michael Cooper. That's why he's one of the leading scorers on this team. Has 12 points so far on the day. Sees the avenue there on the right side, driving straight towards the hoop so he can set up another and one opportunity.
Not only that, he's also getting another free throw for his team as well. Yet another free throw missed. Hits the ground, the whistle is blown. Once again.
Yeah, and Jeff's got to be careful. If you can't make those free throws, those are points that could end up biting you at the end because you're not converting at those free throw attempts at the line. So you have to be careful. You have to try to just stay composed and make those free throws, but Jeff unable to get them so far.
Cooper giving his team some direction now, telling them where to go, what they should do, what's the game plan. I would listen to this man. Both free throws. Now a substitution. So far, both sides having trouble with their free throws.
They both started off pretty well with the first 4 shots, all being converted.
Free throw is in. New Albany now 24. Jeff still in the lead.
Cheeks carrying it down.
Hands it over to Michael Cooper with 35 seconds left in the game. Cooper trying to find an angle here or just run down the clock. Either way, Jeff is likely going into the third quarter with a lead.
I assume Cooper's going to run this out, milk it as much as he can, and then with the final 15-10 seconds, start to get something rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Just playing a little bit of the slow game right now.
Cooper almost taunting the New Albany team. I mean, they're looking like some revved up Bulls right now, but Cooper charges in, and he gets the shot for 2, bringing the Red Devils to 35. And the ball goes into the crowd. Jeff leads 35-24. Boys basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home live on the Red Devils Network.
Maple Manor Christian Home is located in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is a skilled nursing facility that strives to provide a home-like environment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and treats its residents with compassion, affection, respect, and enthusiasm. The services provided include medication, meals, housekeeping, and daily activities. Church services are held on Sundays and Wednesdays. Their website is www.maplemanorchristianhome.org.
Follow the JHS-News on Instagram and Facebook for the latest news coverage at JHS. All stories are created and published by student journalists. The Hyphen covers events, school sports, club information, and so much more.
Welcome back. Jeff leads 35-24. We'll be right back here. Boys basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home live on the Red Devils Network.
Yeah, and it's been really great so far in the first half between these two sides. You know, kind of a back and forth affair. New Albany had the momentum early on, got the first points of the first quarter, but then since then, Jeff responded, drawing some fouls, getting to the line. They've also struggled a little bit on the line in the second quarter, but then they moved on. And, you know, every time that New Albany starts crawling their way back, Jeff stays composed, controls the game how they do, and they keep moving forward.
Let's hope we see that energy going in to the next quarter. We'll be back. Jeff boys basketball presented.
So both these teams trying to fight for the top spot in the conference. They both undefeated, have 4-0 so far on the season.
Freshman All-American honors in 2001. In 2012, her jersey was hung from the Young Center where it remains. And in
New Albany at 14-2, the Red Devils at 12-5.
I think another thing to take into account is that both these teams are coming off of massive win streaks. Jeff coming off of 5 and New Albany coming off of 6. So whoever wins this is keeping their win streak, but whoever is going home a little bit in the dumps is going to lose their streak so far. Definitely not a good look on their team, but we'll see how it goes.
At the end of the day, there can only be one winner here in this rivalry game.
It's just a great sight to see. Around 5,000 fans here in an arena, and that just goes to a testament to what Hoosier basketball is here in the state of Indiana. Both sides really love their basketball here, and it's good basketball on both sides. Both teams are competitive. There's not really anything else you could ask for.
That's why. It's a high level of competitiveness, like you said, but both teams, you may not see it on the court, but they do hold high levels of respect for each other.
And I also feel like you can't really write something better, right? Indiana, famous for loving basketball, both these teams being rival schools and then being able to meet at the court while both teams are such competitive and so close in skill level. It's really amazing to see these players being able to duke it out on the field.
Yeah, it's awesome to see as Jeffersonville is honoring Bryant Netherton, who's a part of the men's silver anniversary team for the Red Devils. So great to see this. Getting some action here. A couple of half-court shots between some contestants here. Try to keep the crowd entertained here at halftime.
Definitely an interesting halftime thing. I don't think I've ever seen any of this before. Seems relatively new to me.
Never seen a halftime court shot.
I have not.
Well, here you go with some great action here.
I'll have to have Tyler Stahl. I'll have to run over the receivers.
We've had some good energy here in the past 2 quarters as we're moving into the second half of the game. Jeff still with 35. New Albany 24. Let's hope the Red Devils can keep that synergy moving in as well. Like I said, we hope they don't burn themselves out either.
So Isaac, what do you think that the Red Devils need to work on to keep the lead here and get the win here at home?
right now it's definitely working for them to keep up the pressure, keeping up the fast-paced nature of this, but they're also able to adapt, but right now they're sticking with the pressure. So in my opinion, I think that they might need to slow it down, because it obviously is showing that New Albany is starting to adapt to it a little bit, but right now Jeff it's working, so we'll see how it goes so far.
Jeffersonville coming off a successful season last year in which they were able to make it to the IHSAA state semifinal match against Ben Davis, lost by 1 point to the state champs. So they're trying to get back, a redemption tour, if you will. And this is playoff basketball, basically what we're watching right now. Both these teams are going to be very competitive in the postseason when it gets to tournament time, and we're not too far away from that time.
You know, you mentioned their championship game, and I always wonder what hurts more, losing by a lot or losing by one.
I would definitely say losing by one. That's just my personal perspective. You know, if you lost by a lot, then it's like, okay, well, we got blown out. It is what it is, and yet it stunk. But to think that you were 1 point away from making it to the state championship game, it's tough. It's a tough thing to deal with. And Coach Wilkerson has talked to his players about that and how to deal with that and how to stay composed, how to move on to your next season and then right the wrongs of last year and use it as a learning experience, because there was a lot of good takeaways from last season to move forward into this season. So just kind of correcting the mistakes that you had last season to make yourself an overall better basketball team.
Well, and moving on from that as well, I mean, you know, it's a double-edged sword. While they did lose that, you know, that semi-state, that also means we know that they are capable of going there. It's a step forward in progress, like you said. Coach Wilkerson been teaching them, keep that motivation, keep moving on, and hopefully that's what's going to lead us to that state championship here. But it's one game at a time. They got to play it like such. And at the end of the day, it's all about just trying to have some good competitive fun, not trying to get, you know, not trying to let it go to your head too much.
So we're going to throw it a break here. Halftime here in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Jeff Boys Basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home live on the Red Devils Network.
Maple Manor Christian Home is located in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is a skilled nursing facility that strives to provide a home-like environment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and treats its residents with compassion, affection, respect, and enthusiasm. The services provided include medication, meals, housekeeping, and daily activities. Church services are held on Sundays and Wednesdays. Their website is www.maplemanorchristianhome.org.
Join the JHS Poetry Club, where we encourage you to express yourself among others. Meetings are held in Miss Rose's room after school at 2:30. Find us in room D202 on the third Tuesday and last Thursday of each month. Google Classroom code is ITJ7JDA.
Hi, I'm Isaac Bramer, and right now we have a Jeff leading 35-24. And right now we have a Jeff Boys Basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home live on the Red Devils Network. Welcome back to Jeff Boys Basketball presented by Maple Manor. But right now looks like we're about to get back into this game, but right now we're on halftime. And right now, Tyler, what do you think of the game so far? The pacing, the action, and the leads from Jeff?
Yeah, it's certainly been a competitive game so far. Both teams doing really well. Jefferson has a very comfortable lead so far, 11-point lead, but that can evaporate at any time, and that's what happens in these rivalry games. They get really intense, and sometimes a team starts to pull away, but as soon as you start pulling away and you pull your foot off the gas, that's when the other team starts to come back, and that's when games can get a little bit out of hand, and then it starts becoming a dogfight.
100%. But right now, looks like Jeff is being able to keep that lead with just a little bit of that pressure and a little bit of a momentum and energy along with it, which you love to see from a game like this. Just high stakes, high energy, and fast movement. But looks like we're going to be coming back from break in about 1 minute. So looks like we'll be leading with 35-24, Jeff's lead.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna start off strong here coming out of halftime. Who's going to take the lead on these first possessions? Is it going to be the Red Devils? Is it going to be the Bulldogs? Only time will tell. Some of the leading scorers for this Jeffersonville squad. Trey Singleton has 13 points so far, as well as Michael Cooper having 12 in his own regard. So really impressive showing for the Red Devils.
Definitely. And right now we have Jeff coming on to field about to everyone getting ready for the showdown in the third quarter.
Let's play some ball.
Looks like ball's in play, and it looks like we have Rylan coming onto the field, just slowly approaching Jeff. Shrink, shoots it, and makes the 3-point.
A dead-eye shot from 3, able to connect. It looks like New Albany starting off strong.
It looks like we have Cooper coming on and goes back to Singleton. Back to Cooper and makes a shot.
And Cooper responds. Just after a shot for New Albany, Cooper responds to fight right back.
We have TJ coming on. Right now we have Preet leading the ball. Bulldogs just swinging it around Jeff's net. And then Jeff carrying it back down to the Bulldogs. But they're able to swipe it right back, bringing it over to the other side. And then shoots it and makes the shot. Ooh, and then Jeff accidentally fumbles the ball from going for a long throw.
Yeah, it really seems like Jeff needs to slow it down. They got lucky right there as that bounced off a New Albany defender, so they maintain possession, but slow your game down. Get your right plays and get something going.
Right now, yeah, that's for sure. Jeff not being able to keep up with its own speed. And then ball goes to, and then Jeff makes a shot from Jones. We got New Albany back, keeping the pressure back on Jeff, and then shoots it and makes a shot. Right now, New Albany is 0 for 0 on those. 3 for 3 on those long court shots. But right now, Jeff keeping that pressure up, and we got Singleton keeping up, or we have Cooper throwing it around, keeping it up its cheeks. And then we got back to Cooper. And then back to Nord. And then Singleton missing the shot.
Really liked what Singleton was able to do there. Instead of going up with his right hand, he's able to flip it over to his left and try to set up on the left block. Try to lay it up there, and instead he draws the foul by doing that, so we'll take 2 shots at the line.
Definitely, and you can see him in those positions, using his height so much to his advantage. Definitely what he should be doing right now, and just doing it completely right. But unfortunately missing the shot, but makes the shot on the foul ball.
Yeah, and you mentioned a lot about the height and how that's playing an impact in Jeffersonville. It goes to show, because when you have that height advantage and there's so much of a distance between the players that you're guarding, it allows you to kind of control the paint physically, because you're so much taller than your opponent.
Definitely. But right now, Jeff making 2 for 2 shots on their ball. Right now we got TJ bringing it down. And then we got Reed bringing it back to TJ. Just keeping the pressure back on Jeff, not being able to keep up with them, but he falls off of the rim, not being able to make the shot, and a foul ball. Looks like it's going to be Jeff's ball.
Michael Cooper inbounding. You can see Wilkerson pointing over at the Jeff bench, trying to set up a play, communicating that over to the guards in Cooper and Polk.
And we got Singleton's making the shot.
Jeff now leads by 11.
Treat playing a little bit of the slow game, passing it to TJ. Passing it back to Jordan. Looks like we have a foul over here. Right now, New Albany setting up.
TJ Washington at the free throw line.
And misses the shot.
Definitely some tension from the New Albany side. Desperately trying to get that lead back up.
Definitely. But misses the next shot. Right now we have Jeff bringing it all the way back down. And then we have Cooper. And Nord able to shoot it from the bottom of the rim. Washington passing it to Treat, but missing the shot.
Not sure what that was by Singleton.
And then we have no Washington also missing it. Now Singleton. Polk passing it to Cooper. Cooper making the three-pointer.
He's going to bring his team to 49.
Jeff having a little bit of an early celebration. I would too if I was in a 15-point lead, but the game is definitely not over yet.
You can see the crowd's amped because the players are amped. The players are feeding off of that energy and utilizing it, and that's why they have a comfortable lead. A 15-point lead for Jeff. That's nothing more than you could ask for, and you got to be happy for Coach Wilkerson.
Oh yeah. If someone ever tells you that home court advantage isn't a thing, they are lying straight through the teeth.
Yeah, absolutely right. But on the contrary, also, you can't get too far ahead of yourself, because if you do that, that's when they start crawling back, as what we mentioned earlier in the game. So just control what you can control the controllables, and the rest will play out how it plays out.
For sure.
Definitely some great synergy here.
But right now, it looks like we're going to get back into the game. Looks like New Albany trying to recuperate themselves, and Jeff just settling down from the celebration right there. But can't let them get ahead of themselves right now. New Albany's ball going to Treat. Back to Washington. Back to Treat. And then just swinging it back and forth, back to Washington.
You're seeing New Albany moving around.
And then Washington again shooting the three-pointer.
New Albany now 37.
Cooper right now walking the ball down. Washington keeping pressure up. Singleton lending a hand there. But then we got Jones and getting the point for on an assist. Love to see it. Love to see it if you're a Jeff fan.
Foul on New Albany. 50 and 1 as well.
51-37, Jeff's lead. Jeff being able to shoot a few free throws. Then we got Jones shooting the first shot, or only shot, my bad.
3 minutes on the clock.
And then we have Knox Getting the ball stolen by Singleton. Singleton passing it to Nord. Pope. Cooper running it down and then making the shot off the backboard. And then calling for a little bit of a timeout. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. 54-37, Jeff's lead.
And of course the crowd trying to get into it to hype up their team, because it's all Jeff right now, but you can't get too far ahead of yourself, as we mentioned numerous times before.
Right now you can see just the expressions of Jeff. They are just basking in the moment right now. And New Albany scratching their heads. They're definitely trying to recuperate themselves right now, but they have shown that they are fully capable of bringing this back. It's just up to them if they're able to get into the mindset of it.
Yeah, and that's momentum that Jeff can take into their game on Saturday against Jennings County.
100%. New Albany's ball going to Treat. Back to Washington. Back to Treat. And then right back to Washington. Jeff keeping that pressure. Hard for one player to keep that ball at a time. And then we have Brewer making the shot. Boyd being called for a foul.
Yeah, they're going to call a travel on Boyd, just not settling his feet right there after he picked up the dribble. Causes a turnover.
Oh yeah. Right now we have Singleton who's telling the team the positions that they need to be in. We have Washington walking down the ball. And now trying to get in. Then we have Boyd being able to block out, get that ball out of here. And right now the Jeff crowd is definitely looking as enthusiastic as the players. But right now we have on the game we have Washington. We have Noah shooting the ball in, getting it off the rim. You have Cooper walking it down, back to Polk. Then right back to Cheeks. Singleton passing it back to Cheeks. Back to Cooper. And then getting called out for a foul.
I've seen a lot of synergy between these Red Devils, and that's no surprise given the way I've seen some of the practices that these Red Devils will have. Wilkerson not only gives them the plays and how to do it, but he points out the flaws and some errors. He says, hey, if you don't take care of this is what's likely going to happen, and that's how they take care of it. It's not just simple practicing, telling what to do. It's telling them what could go wrong and how to fix it.
Definitely. But right now we have Singleton making the first free throw. Seeing if we can get a 2 for 2. And he makes a 2 for 2. Settling Jeff in at 55-42. A little under 1 minute 30 on the clock. We have Washington. He's absolutely surrounded by Jeff. I was about to say, such a nice save from Washington, but unfortunately called for a foul.
So you got a foul called for Polk. Just over a minute left on the clock.
Washington making the first free throw. Washington lining up. And makes a second free throw. Right now we got Cheeks running it down. Passing it to Singleton. Back to Jones.
Minute left on the clock here.
Cooper running it and shooting it. Making the shot. Oh, but New Albany trying to answer right back, but unfortunately misses. And then we have New Albany intercepting it. Boyd passing it over to Cheeks. Cheeks passing it to Cooper.
Cooper just running that clock down now.
Playing a little slow game. Yeah, Treat just keeping them away. Oh, Jeff making it a three-pointer. What a shot. Jeff leads 61-44. Jeff Boys Basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian, home live on Red Devils Network.
Maple Manor Christian Home is located in Sellersburg, Indiana. It is a skilled nursing facility that strives to provide a home-like environment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and treats its residents with compassion, affection, respect, and enthusiasm. The services provided include medication, meals, housekeeping, and daily activities. Church services are held on Sundays and Wednesdays. Their website is www.maplemanorchristianhome.org.
Follow the JHS-News on Instagram and Facebook for the latest news coverage at JHS. All stories are created and published by student journalists. The Hyphen covers events, school sports, club information, and so much more.
65-44. Jeff Boys Basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home Live on the Red Devils Network. So the Red Devils having a very successful third quarter indeed. So Isaac, what do you like for the Red Devils in the third?
Honestly, I loved how slow down Jeff started getting it. At the beginning of this, they were just running it down, rushing it down rushing down just New Albany in general, and keeping that energy up. But during the third quarter, they were slowing it down a lot. Definitely got them the edge there, though.
And they started controlling it and got some points on the board, so they're leading by a good margin. 21 points. Cheeks has the ball over on the left side, now handles it over on the left wing, gets it over to Michael Cooper, hands it back to Cheeks. Cheeks driving towards the basket, kicks it out to Caleb Jones. Jones now driving in on the left block, picks up his dribble, kicks it out left corner to Boyd. Jones regroups, and now it's back to Cooper behind the arc, hands it off to Singleton. Singleton hands it over to Cheeks. Good ball movement by the Red Devils on offense. Singleton fakes a shot for three, now steps back to set up a play. Ball back in the hands of Michael Cooper. Gets a pick from Singleton. Kicks it inside to Jones. Jones over to Singleton. For the hoop!
Some great teamwork by the Red Devils right there.
Right now we're seeing a lot of respect in this game, but right now it looks like Jeff's being a little flashy right now with being very comfortable with that point lead.
So it'll be an and one trying to shoot the basket. For this Red Devil team. Singleton showing off his athleticism with an acrobatic dunk. Or check that, it's going to be 2 shots at the line. They didn't count the shot, but a foul nonetheless on Singleton. You can tell from the reaction of the Jeff players and the fan base that Singleton really wanted that. Thanks that shot, makes both free throws at the line. Treat takes it up. Treat throws it over to TJ Washington, back over to Treat. Over at the right wing for three. Ricochets off the right rim, rebounded by Jeff. No look pass, tries to get it over to Cheeks. And that'll be a turnover there. Singleton trying to do a little bit too much on offense there.
There's 2.
Treat takes it up for the Bulldogs on offense. Guarded by Caleb Jones. Whistle blown. And it will be a timeout called for New Albany. So, Aiden, what have you been liking so far here in this fourth quarter?
Red Devils had great teamwork together. I mean, that first goal of the game was incredible. We've had incredible plays. The dunk was just amazing. That's, I believe, the second or third one we've seen in this game. I mean, the Red Devils are giving it everything they have in this rival game. They're showing that we can basically get through any opponent, no matter their defense, no matter their offense. We've learned how New Albany plays. It's just about bringing it home in this fourth quarter.
It's a great showing here, especially here in the second half for the Red Devils. So, Isaac, what is the approach for the Red Devils? They have a comfortable lead. What are they going to do to finish off strong?
Honestly, I don't feel like they need to push anything. I feel like they should just keep calm, keep playing how they are, and if they notice it, New Albany adapting, adapt faster.
Thanks, buddy.
6:52 here in the fourth quarter. Jeff leads 63-44. Inbounding it is TJ Washington over to Treat. Treat takes it past half court. Back over to Washington, now over to his brother in Noah Washington. Shoots for three and airballs the shot, but it's rebounded by the Bulldogs. Pivoting right under the rim. Another shot for three. This time it's switched. TJ Washington with the shot for three. Connects there. Now it's Michael Cooper taking it up court. A full court press from the Bulldogs. Gilly Polk with the ball. Floats it up to Trey Singleton. Singleton hasn't dribbled yet. Takes the jumper, switches it. Right in the face of his defender, showing that confidence.
Jeff now 65.
Treat. Switches it over. TJ Washington driving in the paint. Has two Red Devil defenders, but floats it over a corner three. Clanks off the rim. Gilly Polk with the rebound. And a foul over there at half court. Will be the second foul for the Bulldogs. Michael Cooper will inbound for Jeff. Gets it over to Trey Singleton. Floats it over to Gilly Polk, who loses his defender on the pass. Over to Sean Boyd. Inside to Singleton, to the hoop. And banks the layup. Kind of a spinning left shot. Hooks it up and in.
Jeff now with a 10-point lead, 5 minutes 30 on the clock.
It's going to take some extreme gameplay to come back from this, but definitely not impossible.
A shot for three. Airballs the shot. Michael Cooper gets the rebound. Nord for three. Just off the mark there. Fast break for the Bulldogs. Slams it through. A nice dunk for athleticism. It's going to be a foul called on New Albany. The fans speaking their mind here in the student section off of that slam dunk.
Regardless of the team, you got to appreciate a good old slam dunk.
It was a great slam dunk. It was great to see, but nonetheless, still down by a lot of points here. It's 67-49 in favor of Jeff with 4:58 here to go in the fourth.
Right now, it's hard to even imagine what's going through New Albany's coach right now. Having an 18-point disadvantage, it's just, I would not want to be in his shoes.
With that being said, still a lot of time. Anything can happen, especially in rivalry games. Cooper over at the right corner. Tries to drive inside, kicks it out. A shot from deep. Hits the front rim. Rebounded by Jeff. Makes the shot and draws the and one. Sean Boyd will head to the line.
Jeff with that 20-point lead now.
So Boyd will look to get point number 70 at the line for the free throw shot. Well, it looks like a little bit of miscommunication. It's not going to be a free throw on Boyd. So Michael Cooper will inbound it. Not sure what happened there, but nonetheless we move on. Laird floats it over to Gilly Polk. Thought about taking the three, but instead drives towards the basket and makes the shot. Treat takes it up for New Albany. Guarded by Nord. Over at the left wing, kicks it out to TJ Washington. Washington driving towards the hoop, draws the foul. It'll be 2 shots at the line for TJ Washington. No, excuse me, no. A baseline pass.
Just a moment ago, I saw Coach Wilkerson, maybe up by 20, he's still telling his team, we got to keep pushing forward, even with a lead like this. Got to keep moving. Don't let it get to your head.
Treat draws the foul. And this time it will be 2 free throws at the line. Treat so far has 6 points on the day. Second most on the New Albany team, just behind Noah Washington, who has 15 points. Makes the second free throw. Gilly Polk takes it over on the left wing, driving straight towards the basket. Tries to get it over to Jones. Now over to Laird, pivoting around. Retreats back towards the three-point line. Gilly Polk picks up his dribble. Passes it over to Michael Cooper. Shimmying around with a smooth ball handling. Kicks it out. Shot from deep. Twists the shot. Sean Boyd for 3. This time it's a shot off the mark for New Albany. Laird gets the rebound. And Polk will take it up for Jeff. Straight towards the hoop, kicks it out to Jones. Out to Michael Cooper. Moving his hand from left to right, trying to get his guys rolling here. So Polk tries to cut. Cooper driving straight towards the hoop. And he'll draw the foul. There'll be 2 shots at the line for Michael Cooper.
1 minute. It's cold outside.
Got a little over 3 minutes left here in this last quarter of the game. Jeff 74.
Right now, you can even hear the fans and everyone and their grandmas talking a little bit of trash right now, even though this is a very respectable game. Both teams having a lot of respect for one another and their and the talent on both teams.
Cooper makes the second shot, but you'd love to have those bragging rights. There's stuff that goes around for 365 days a year, and having those bragging rights, try to put your emphasis on the mark that you can see people out in public and say, hey, we got the win over you. It's memories like that last a lifetime, and people don't forget about that.
Oh, it's so nice to see Jeff being all united over this one rivalry, and the smiles on Jeff's face right now. But there's still 2 minutes. It may be crazy, but not impossible for a comeback, but it's a big if.
26-point difference. No foul call there, so it will be Jeff Ball on the turnover. Sean Boyd bringing it up quick to the hoop, and the ball gets blocked. Rajon Laird tries to corral it and does so. Now it's Gilly Polk trying to drive straight towards the basket. Caleb Jones, a shot for 3, just off the mark. And a bouncing ball there gets corralled in by New Albany. And it looks like a timeout's going to be called here. 2:23 to go. Jeff leading 76-50.
Right now, Jeff definitely being open to keeping it a little bit slower right now, especially with a comfy lead. And New Albany is trying to regather themselves, trying to figure out, hey, how is this possible?
And Aiden, how important is this win for Jeff if they what looks like to be a good win here today?
Well, it's an extreme rivalry game, as we've mentioned many times. It's that bragging right you're going to get 365 days. And with a lead like this, it's great to have. You got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep that teamwork going, keep it building, keep pushing forward. You don't want to stop just because you have a lead. Anything can happen, even with the 2 minutes. You know, you got to keep moving forward. This win is important to both sides. It's, like we've said, big rivalry game, big hype. But at the end of the day, one team wins, one team loses.
Yeah, we've said it time in and time again. Something's got to give. Both these teams on long win streaks. Jeff with 6 and New Albany with 7. A shot for 3 for New Albany. Banks the shot. It's Noah Washington. He's up to 18 points so far today. Gilly Polk bringing it up quick. Inside to Laird. Laird on the left block. Post up. Gets it up. Making it seem easy here in the post. Washington, another shot for 3. Back-to-back shots from Noah Washington downtown. Gilly Polk trying to get Toller to cut in for him, the freshman. Outside. It almost loses possession there, Sean Boyd does, but able to corral it, settles it around the right arc, hands it over to Toller. Toller tries to get poked away. A Euro there, rebounded by Wilkerson. A ball up in the air. Wilkerson trying to corral it, puts it up, doesn't fall. Another rebound by Wilkerson, and it's a loose ball here. Gets taken away by the Bulldogs.
Just over a minute here left in the fourth quarter.
What a scuffle going on the left side of the court here. Wow.
Yeah, you saw the scuffle, kind of bouncing the ball all over the place, just kind of going every which direction. But the Bulldogs end up with it. Shot gets deflected there. A shot for 3. Banks the shot. This time it's Braden Brewer with the 3-point.
It's the final minute.
So Boyd kicks it over to Toller. Toller trying to drive towards the basket. Loses possession there. Reese McKee kicking it out for this Bulldog offense. And the student section having their voice, trying to project it.
No, I've said it time and time again in games like this. At this time, I like to quote a good old song. It's the final countdown, my friends.
Sure is the final countdown. 42 seconds. Jeff leading 78 to 59. They'll look to bring that momentum against Jennings County on Saturday as the shot ricochets off the backboard and Wilkerson gets another rebound, but not before the whistle is blown. It's a travel called on Wilkerson.
Jeff just looking to wrap this game up and tie it in a nice red and white bow.
Student section chanting it. They believe that they've won, and it certainly looks like so with 20 seconds left.
The odds are definitely there to back them up here. I don't know if it's possible to get maybe around like 19 points in 20 seconds, but
Jeff will run the clock out. Gilly Polk holds onto the ball, and the Red Devils move up to a 7-game win streak of their own while snapping New Albany's 7-game win streak. So that will do it. Jeff wins 78 to 59. Jeff Boys Basketball presented by Maple Manor Christian Home Live on the Red Devils Network.